Aloha. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jesse Wilson. I'm a peer of some of the performers here this evening, and I've been asked to welcome you all and to go through some protocols and offer prayer for our survival for the show. So the first note is to please silence your cell phones. Let's do this together. Follow me. I'm going to put it on airplane mode, which is done by simply sliding this up and pressing the logo that looks like an airplane. Thank you for joining me on that. Now, if you need to leave the show at any time, please do so during times of applause in order to not disturb our performers. Now, some guidelines for COVID-19. Mask use and distancing rules must be followed, and groups of 10 are allowed. 6 foot distancing between groups must be kept. No intermingling of groups allowed inside the auditorium. No one is allowed backstage no one's allowed on the stage or backstage at any time. So if you need to mingle or meet with the cast members, that needs to happen outside the information of those people who work here. All right. When the performance is done, please exit the building immediately. No socializing in the seats or aisles or lobby is allowed. Now let me talk a little bit about our performers. Performing tonight, we'll have Sister Jenneifer Duerden, who is a professional pianist that has traveled the world with her talent and passion for music. She consistently collaborates with some of the top choirs and musicians in the state of Hawaii. I refer to Sister Dia as the mother of our music program, and tonight will be a special performance of her with 2 of her Hanai Filipino sons. This will undoubtedly be a family performance. Brandon and Lawrence are 2 of the finest singers our campus has, and they represent the talent of the Philippines well. What do you think, audience? Would you agree? Brandon is a sophomore from Iloilo, Philippines, and is not only a fabulous singer with a voice like butter, but he also comes from a strong background of being a competitive dancer. As for Lawrence, he hails from Davao, Philippines, and this is his last semester with us conducting the University Chorale after 2 years, and this fall he will be commencing a master's in conducting at Utah State University under the legendary baton of Craig Jessup, who was the director of the Tabernacle Choir just before Mac Wilberg. He will be missed on this campus, so be sure to not miss his final concert this upcoming Thursday at the Ballroom. And I'd like to offer a personal note about these performances before I open our evening with prayer. Some of the most heartbreaking, hilarious, and inspiring stories I've ever heard come from each of the performers that are about to grace this stage. I am personally motivated by their courage to take those very raw and real experiences and channel that emotion and express their stories through the music you will hear and feel tonight. Be prepared to laugh, to cry, and to be inspired as Brandon, Lawrence, and Sister Dia express the story of tonight. Let us pray. Our most beloved Heavenly Father, we express our love to Thee and gratitude for this evening's performance. To be motivated by these performers this evening, we ask Thee, Father, to prepare our hearts for the messages that will be expressed and to help those of us as students to find a place of escape from the rigors of being at a university. We are indeed grateful to be here at BYU Hawaii, and we are especially grateful to be back in this auditorium to partake in the wonderful gift of music. We'd ask Thee to consecrate the performance of our performers and to also consecrate our hearts to internalize the messages given, and we ask for these blessings and favors, Father, in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. And without further ado, please welcome Sister Jenneifer Duerden to start our show.
When we were young, your father built you a treehouse that seemed 7 stories high. It came complete with a mailbox where I would write letters as I was passing by. Then after midnight I would sneak out quietly to meet you there, where we would stay up for the rest of the night pretending I was Fred Astaire. I never had a friend who treated me better than you.
When we were young, your parents took us to Rio for our summer break, where we got lost in the mountains and followed a river till they found us by a lake. Though I was scared and we were hungry, you never seemed to falter. So I trusted your lead and let you make the decisions with both our lives at stake. I never had a friend who treated me better than you.
Never better than you.
'Cause you were my best friend. You were the only one I can depend on. You were my best friend. Always the one I can trust by my side. Do you remember the girl that you were dating in college? I think her name was Jen.
She started dating my cousin, then moved to the south, 'cause he was more of a family man.
I always wondered why it never seemed to make you angry. 'Cause if you wanted me to, I'd take a trip to the sticks and tie her up in the back of her van.
I never had a friend who treated me better than you.
Never better than you.
'Cause you were my best friend. You were the only one I can depend on. You were my best friend. You were always the one I can trust
by my side.
It's been years since I've talked to you. You don't seem any different, but still I can't find the words to tell you how much I've changed. The reasons why I didn't care that she ran away.
You are my best friend. You are the only one I can depend upon. You are my best friend. You were always the one I can trust. And I don't care, I don't care, I don't care.
You don't care.
I don't care, I don't care. You're still the same.
You're still the same.
We're still the same. This next song that I'm about to sing is from the musical Amelie. Amelie's story really resonates with me. After surviving a long, tragic, isolated childhood, she heads out on her own, on her way to Paris, and making friends from all walks of life. Like Amelie, I am a dreamer. Living in my imaginary world of make-believe has been a place of escape and freedom for me. But there came a point in my life where I had to step out of my dreams and find joy for myself. They say times are hard for dreamers, but they are not hard for me. I've saved up everything I know to take that step beyond the lawn, keep walking till I see the station, and then see it go. Inside the train, out through the glass, my finger tracing all of these towns I've never heard of, racing past. Off the train in Paris, half a mile from Sacré-Cœur, the city's waking up for me. A sign says an apartment's vacant on the second floor, and suddenly I hold a key. I turn a lock, the rooms appear, and all it takes is one more step, and then I'm here, just me behind my door. It isn't what I have, it's only what I have in store that matters now. The past can only fade, and everything I'll ever need is here. This is how my world gets made. They say times are hard for dreamers, and who knows, maybe they are. People seem stuck or lost at sea. But I might be a dreamer, but it's gotten me this far, and that is far enough for me. Look out my window, there's a view of other windows, my own museum full of paintings I look through, where everything is clear. It isn't where I am, it's only where I go from here that matters now, and I am not afraid, and everything I'll ever need appears. This is how my world gets made.
There's a fortress on an island that's an hour south of Athens, near this little Grecian town I can't pronounce, so I won't try. And it looks like there's a castle that's just floating on the water. And all around the moss green mountains poke and pierce the sky. The seagulls fly in circles over cafes on the shoreline, and 2 or 3 stray dogs are sleeping underneath the trees. The sun hides under clouds that coat the light in fainted purples. The current whips the colored ships that seesaw in the breeze. This is the closest I've come to being part of a painting, like I fell in a well of pastel an artist dipped in while he drew. And I know if I remember every detail, I can bring it home and paint it all for you. A girl waits at the harbor for a boy who went out fishing. He promised he'd return before the final breath of day. As darkness comes without him and she leaves the dock behind her, his boat appears, he dries her tears and carries her away. This is the closest I've come to being part of a painting. And although I was slow, now I know the kind of man I want to be. And I'm sure if I remember every detail, I can recreate this rendering of me. Sketches are never done, portraits are never complete. Sometimes it takes time before you're back on your feet. But now I know beauty, I understand peace. I found what I needed on the coast of Greece. I wanted some distance to chart the unknown. I needed to find my way on my own. But now, finally I'm ready to let you be a part of my painting. And I swear I'll be there and I'll share the things I've come to know as true. Nothing else matters unless you'll be a part of my painting, for the heart of my painting is you. There's a man who writes a letter to a lady back in Pittsburgh. He says he's coming home and that his trip is finally through. And though he's scared, he signs it with, I love you now and always. He won't delay, he'll start today and paint it all for you. So that song, Part of a Painting, I fell in love with that song the first time I heard Lauren sing it for master class, my first semester here at BYU Hawaii. And I'm grateful that he gave me this opportunity to share it with you guys. Yes, this is my first performance recital here at BYU Hawaii, and it took a while before I got to this point. I had my fair share of doubts. Just like this magician in this next song. Other people doubted me. There came a point that I even doubted myself. But this is what I'm passionate about. And I will do my all to fulfill my dreams. Sleight of hand, keep them guessing. They won't believe their eyes. Come on. Focus, man. Don't get messy. You'll ruin the surprise. eyes, I made a choice to be the one who can make myself disappear. I have a voice, but they hear none. Wait till I show them all 1 year. If they could see me, then they would believe me. I'm not a fake, they'll see my magic's real. Through all their laughter, this human disaster will silence their teasing with a big reveal. With tremendous power comes a social curse, to be the last loser in the universe. Steady hand filled with fury and always follow through. Mom and Dad sometimes worry about the things I do. Who needs a friend who understands that I choose to live this way? Go ahead, condescend till you see firsthand. Oh, then I'll show you one day. If they could see me, then they would believe me. I'm not a fake, they'll see my magic's real. Nothing but laughter. If I could think faster, I'll join in the teasing and hide the way I feel. It seems my only power is to make a crowd disperse, 'cause I'm just a loser. 11 hours practicing every day. You're almost there, get it right, no mistakes. If I could just find a way to show them I'm amazing. So I might suck at sports, and I might lag behind, and I might blow at speaking up and social cues, but I can blow your mind, yeah. Sleight of hand, keep them guessing, though they seem not to be fazed. That's okay, still impressing, but soon they'll be amazed. A time will come when they see my name shine in the Vegas lights. This world I'm from won't be the same when I reach the greater heights. If they could see me, then they would believe me. I'm not a fake, they'll see my magic's real. Through all their laughter, this human disaster will silence her teasing with a big reveal. With tremendous power comes a social curse, to be the last loser in the universe.
The sun comes up, I think about you. The coffee cup, I think about you. I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. I talk to friends, I think about you. And do they know it's like I'm losing my mind? All afternoon doing every little chore, the thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you, spend sleepless nights to think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? I want you so, it's like I'm losing my mind. And do they know it's like I'm losing my mind? All afternoon doing every little chore, the thought of you stays bright. Sometimes I stand in the middle of the floor, not going left, not going right. I dim the lights and think about you, spend sleepless nights to think about you. You said you loved me, or were you just being kind? Or am I losing my mind? This next song is probably my favorite song in this musical, If Then. I remember listening to it the very first time and thinking that this is probably one of the most melancholy songs I've heard. This song has a general meaning, and that is that we all, as humans, desire to love and be loved. We face rejection, confusion, pain, fear, and other consequences in the name of love. This song is sung by the character named Rap, who pleads for a love that will never be. In the song, he says, "You don't have to love me back. Let me just love you. You don't need to love me or tell me that you do. Don't make me any promises. Just promise we're not through. Don't give me one damn thing. I won't let you call this greed. Just let me give to you. That's the only thing I need. I know that this can work. If you'd plant one simple seed, you'd see it grow. You don't need to love me to know." don't need to need me. It's better that you don't. If each of us can walk away, it won't matter that I won't. We'll both be self-contained, but together, not alone. We can keep me in the dark, hell, it's all I ever known. But we both could use a friend who will always check the phone and take the call. You don't need to love me to know. Let me be your emergency contact, your occasional +1, your excuse to take a sick day when the forecast calls for sun. We can't keep on being lonely, but we don't have to be apart. And I'll never even ask you to let me have your heart. So I'll never break your heart. No, I'll never break your heart. You don't need to love me to let me help you through. You don't need to confide in me. I've got crap enough for two. You don't need to answer. I'll know before you do. But hear me and believe me that you don't need to love me the way that I love you.
I am hanging in a bathroom at the biggest party of the fall. But I'd rather fake pee than stand awkwardly or pretend to check a text on my phone. I'm a creeper in a bathroom 'cause my buddy kinda left me alone. Then sit awkwardly or pretend to check a text on my phone. I'm sorry. Let's do that again. I am hanging in a bathroom at the biggest party of the fall. I could stay right here or disappear and nobody'd even notice at all. I'm a creeper in a bathroom 'cause my buddy kinda left me alone. But I'd rather fake pee than stand awkwardly or pretend to check a text on my phone. Everything felt fine when I was half of a pear. Now through no fault of mine, there's no other half there. Now I'm just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. Forget how long it's been, I'm just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. No, you can't come in, I'm waiting it out till it's time to leave, and picking at grout as I softly grieve. I'm just Michael, who you don't know, Michael flying solo, Michael in the bathroom by himself, all by himself. I am hiding, but he's out there, just ignoring all our history. Memories get erased and I'll get replaced with a newer, cooler version of me. And I hear a drunk girl sing along to Whitney through the door. I wanna dance with somebody, but my feelings stink, 'cause it makes me think now there's no one to make fun of drunk girls with anymore. Now it's just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. I half regret the beers. Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party. As I choke back the tears, I'll wait as long as I need till my face is dry, or I'll just blame it on weed or something in my eye. I'm just Michael, who you don't know, Michael flying solo, Michael in the bathroom by himself. Knock, 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 knock. They're gonna start to shout soon. Knock, 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 knock. Oh, heck yeah, I'll be out soon. Knock, 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 knock. It sucks you left me here alone. Knock, 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 knock. Here in this city's rattle zone. Clang, 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 clang. I feel the pressure blowing up. Bang, 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 bang. My big mistake was showing up. Splash, 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 splash. I throw some water in my face, and now I'm in a better place. I go to open up the door, but I can't hear knocking anymore. And I can't help but yearn for a different time. But then I look in the mirror and the present is clearer, and there's no denying I'm just at a party. Is there a sadder sight than Michael in the bathroom at a party? This is a heinous night. I wish I stayed at home in bed watching cabled porn, or wish I offed myself instead, wish I was never born. I'm just Michael, who's a loner, so he must be a stoner. Rides a PT Cruiser, gosh, he's such a loser. Michael flying solo, who you think that you know? Michael in the bathroom by himself, all by himself, all by himself. And all you know about me is my name. Awesome party, I'm so glad I came.
I never knew what love was like until I saw your face. And suddenly I felt a love that time cannot erase. Your eyes so sweet and piercing, your manner kind yet strong. The kind of girl I could love forever, would spend the rest of our lives together. And in my life, I don't think I've ever been so frickin' wrong. You're a witch with no heart, you're a liar, you are Satan, and I hate the way you snore at night. All your quirks piss me off, and I don't think I mistain your compulsive need to always be right. You're bossy and judgmental, kind of tactless, boring too, and I really can't believe I ever fell in love with you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I know that all seemed kinda harsh, and things weren't always bad. fact, I think sometimes we shared were the best that I've ever had. Like a road trip that one summer, or those steamy nights in Spain. You always melted when I would praise you, and my stupid jokes, they would never faze you. But that don't mean nothing next to all the ways you drove me so insane. You're a good-for-nothing tease, girl. You never stop your talking, and at times you got a double chin. You may say it's good fun, but your racist rants are shocking, and your lips don't need more collagen. All you care about is how much someone makes and what they do. Not a man in his right mind would ever fall in love with you. You always criticize the clothes that I would wear, and found a way of pointing out my thinning hair. Really nice. You turned me vegan, which I totally despise, and I'm pretty sure you'll laugh the time I said let's compromise. If you were shot or beaten, run over by a truck, I guess that I'd be sad, but then again, it wouldn't suck. It wouldn't suck. So goodbye, hit the road. As a girlfriend, you are fired. Find some other chump that you can fleece. Years from now, when you're old and you finally expired, girl, I hope that you don't rest in peace. Never met someone so selfish. Half the time my balls were blue. After all that I've endured now, you can safely rest assured now that your ex is up and cured now. Yes, I'm so done being in love with you. Oh, we're through, yeah, oh, we're so done. Allison, honey bun, it's like over, it was on, now it's gone. And I've regained my composure, so God bless your mess, and that's what you call closure. So done being in love with you.
Whew. Well, that was different. Okay, this next song, I was given an opportunity to be singing this for University Chorale. While I was looking at the lyrics and trying to learn the song, there's just this feeling, all along, all my life, I've felt that there's this one piece that's missing in my life. And I know what it is. I love my family, the family that I have now, and I'm very grateful for everything that they do and everything that they've provided for me. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here studying in BYOY and performing in front of you guys. But I felt that one thing was missing too, is that I wasn't able to meet my birth parents. But as I was listening and I was studying this song, the first part of the song, it really captivates me. It kind of reminded me of the pain and all the emotion that I was feeling. But towards the end of the song, it shares a message of hope, that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And I know and I believe that in the future, I will get to meet them. And I'm excited for that day to come. Where has the starlight gone? Dark is the day. How can I find my way home. Home is an empty dream, lost to the night. Father, I feel so alone. You promised it'd be there whenever I needed you, whenever I called your name. You're not anywhere. I'm trying to hold on, just waiting to hear your voice. One word, just a word will do to end this nightmare. When will the dawning break? Oh, endless night. Sleepless I dream of the day when you were by my side, guiding my path. Father, I can't find the way. You promised you'd be there whenever I needed you, whenever I called your name. You're not anywhere. I'm trying to hold on, just waiting to hear your voice. One word, just a word will do to end this nightmare. I know that the night must end, and that the sun will rise, and that the sun will rise. I know that the clouds must clear, and that the sun will shine. I know, yes, I know the sun will rise. Yes, I know the clouds must clear. I know that the night must end. I know that the sun will rise, and I hear your voice deep inside. I know that the night must end, and that the clouds must clear. Oh, the sun will rise. The sun will rise. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Lawrence back to the stage.
Whew, that was awesome. This is my last vocal recital here at BYU Hawaii, and I've had so many wonderful memories on this campus and on this stage. And I've enjoyed working and collaborating with the amazing pianist I've ever met, Jenneifer Duerden, everybody. She's like a mother, sister, friend to me, and so I'm so grateful to have her in my life. So we thought about doing a vocal recital by the end of the semester, and I told her that I wanted to share the stage with someone that is passionate and who's humble and who's willing to work, and for me, that's Brandon. And I think he has done an amazing job tonight. Do you guys agree? It's amazing. Woo! Brandon. Awesome. Okay, so this last song is a mashup of songs from Dear Evan Hansen and Hamilton. And we chose this song because it talks about important truths that we should be aware of, like protecting people and loving them and accepting them. It talks about hope and the importance of having a tribe of people that would love you, support you, and uplift you. So I hope you guys enjoy this last song, Found Tonight.
We may not yet have reached our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell their story, they'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear?
Well, let that lonely feeling wash away.
All we see is light.
'Cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay.
For
'Cause
forever.
when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh,
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you.
someone will come running to take you home.
Raise a glass to all of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight.
Out of the shadows, the morning
They tell
is
the
breaking,
story of
and
tonight.
all is new.
All is new.
All is new.
It's only a matter of time. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So when the sun comes streaming in, close you reach up in your eyes again. If you only look around, you will be found. And when our children tell their story,
You will be found.
they tell the story of tonight.
Whoa.
No matter what they tell you,
Tomorrow there'll be more of us,
telling the story of tonight. The story of tonight.